If you are born after 1981, then you must watch this video and the series to know why you're doing what you're doing. Also, if you're a manager or a leader of any organization managing a workforce born after 1981, then this video and the entire series is a must-watch for you. So, who are millennials and who are the Gen Z? Let's dive straight into it. Now, the terms like millennials, Gen Z or Gen X are not actually global in nature. Rather, typically these are used to denote different generations of United States. For instance, in the United States, people who were born between 1945 and 1965 were called the baby boomers, and people born between 1965 and 1980 were called the Generation X. People born between 1981 and 1997 are called the millennials, and 1997 onwards they're called the Gen Z. Now, you might be thinking that, wait a minute, the world is not United States alone, right? You're absolutely right. However, when we talk about millennials and Gen Z, the birth year range might differ in different countries. However, it will be in the range of plus 10 years from 1981, which means that in some countries, the behavior traits usually associated with these two generations can be seen only with the people born after 1982, or 1985, or 1998, or even 1991. This primarily depends on technology and affluence level in that country, since both technology and lifestyle plays a very important role in shaping up these two generations. But the most important thing is that in 21st century, these generations are now a reality everywhere. So why it is so important to know about these two generations? Why spend your valuable time watching this video and this entire series? The simple answer is, few years back in 2015, a study revealed that 35% of the global workforce would be millennials. And by 2025, the projection is that millennials and Gen Z will be all over the workplace. Yes, whether you like it or not. Also, these generations are so different than any other generations of the past that it becomes imperative to understand the mindset and the behaviors of them. Millennials and Gen Z are the generations who grew up with technology and smart devices. They saw relative affluence in society. They are brought up in a world of abundance and instant gratification, but they are also the generation who are witnessing tsunamis, Katrina, and climate change. They are very talented, highly skilled, highly aware, highly ambitious, but at the same time, they are myopic, impatient, entitled, lonely, and suffers from technology addiction. You ask any manager or leader these days, they are clueless about how to manage this generation, since they are so different than any of their predecessors. Millennials and Gen Z want to be recognized and valued on the very first day of the job. They like to work smarter rather than harder. The generation is more demanding. They look beyond the work-life balance now. They basically work to live, unlike other generations. What I mean by this is you will find more and more people who are willing to work to earn some money and then go off the grid for some time enjoying what they love to do, like going for a vacation or pursuing a hobby. This generation does not hesitate to resign anytime when they feel bored or burnt out, so that they can spend time enjoying their life. So it is not unusual for people of this generation to apply for a job which offers more flexibility and off time over highly paid jobs. And even if they take up highly paid jobs of data scientists or machine learning experts or AI, they quickly get burnt out or bored and keep hopping jobs for more and more, so that after they hit the age of 35 or 40, they do not have to work anymore. They can simply open up a small or medium-sized business and enjoy their lives. Dr. Chip Espinoza and Mick Ucleger has done a lot of research on the millennial generation, and in this entire series, I'll be providing a lot of references to their study, so you'll have a lot of information and takeaways that will help you to understand this generation's mindset. Renowned German sociologist Karl Mannheim established a theory named the generational theory in the early part of 20th century, which kind of helps a lot understanding the mindsets of any generation. The theory basically says that the generation a person belongs to determines to a certain extent his or her thought, feelings, and even behavior. The term used for people of the same generation is age cohort. In order to understand millennials and Gen Z, we should also bring in one more theory, named the theory of collective memories, established in 1988 by American Sociological Review, which talks about memories of shared past retained by members of a group of age cohorts. Which means that if you are a millennial of United States and I am a millennial of India, and we both have witnessed world events like tsunami or any major terrorist attacks, then that become a shared memory amongst us. and that can create values and behavior traits which are similar even though culturally we are very different. Since we have not seen hard times or world wars, we do not save money like our parents. But since we have seen visuals of plastics in the ocean, we will not throw plastics in the open, whereas older generation might not think much about that. Collective memory theory also suggests that memories and events that get registered in our brain during our adolescence and early childhood have greater impact on us. If you are a millennial or Gen Z watching this video, then I hope that you are now understanding why you think and act so different than your previous generation. And this will continue for your next generation as well. And if you are a manager or a leader who is completely frustrated for not knowing how to lead and manage this generation of workforce, then you might have started getting some answers now. Well, this is just the start of our journey. Wait for my next video of this series. More revelations is awaiting. In the meantime, if you want to keep watching my videos, I highly recommend you to watch this video here, which will tell you about how you can manage your physical energy. I just finished that energy management series, by the way. So see you right there.